Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all. Today we will start a new chapter of English grammar. The chapter name is adverbs. In this chapter, we will discuss about kinds of adverbs, comparison of adverbs, and the position of adverbs. Let's come on the chapter. An adverb is a word that is used to add the meaning of a verb, an adverb, and adjective. And an adjective. Understand? So come on here. We will basically discuss here 5 kinds of adverbs. So come on here on the board. You are getting the headings. Type, tell us, examples. So first here adverb is adverb of manner. Adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner tell how an action is done. Understand how an action is done quickly, neatly, carefully, well. Understand? He walks carefully. He writes neatly. Place. Adverbs of place tells adverbs of place tells adverbs of place tell us that where an action is done, at what place an action is done, here, there, outside, upstairs. Time. Adverbs of time tell us when an action is done, now, then, today, yesterday, soon, etc. Next one is frequency. Frequency. Adverbs of frequency tell us how often, how frequently an action is done. Sometimes, often, always, ever, usually, quite, almost, very, rather, fairly. Adverbs of degree tell us about the intensity of the action. Understand? How much, rather, fairly, completely. Understand? So we will look here. Afterward, interrogative adverbs where, when, how, why are used in asking about place, time, manner, etc. Understand? We use where, when, and how, why, these interrogative adverbs in asking about place, time, manner, etc. So first example, you are getting where is the pen? Where is the pen? It tells about the place, the word. Understand? Interrogative adverb. Understand? Place, time, and manner. Dear student, come on here. Relative adverbs. Where, when, why. Like relative pronouns, join two groups of words. Understand? For joining two groups of words, we use relative pronoun. For joining two sentences, separate sentences, I can never forget the day when we first met. Here, the word when is joining two separate sentences. Understand? Afterward, we are coming comparison of adverbs. I can do crosswords as quickly as you do. Here you are getting as and as. In positive degree, we will use as and as in positive degree. Understand? So as you know that the main work of adverb is to modify, to add the meaning of verb, adverb and adjective. So here you are getting I can do crossword as quickly. Do what? Do how quickly. Do how quickly. Understand? So here you are getting modifying the verb, and we use as and as in positive degree when comparison will be of two equal things, two equal person. Understand? for equal things, for equal person, understand, we use positive degree. So here you are getting I can do crossword as quickly as you do, understand. So you can know that both of them are able to do the crosswords as quickly. So both of them are in equivalent degree. Bhaskar ran faster than Snehil. You are getting the word here er and than. We use er form in comparative degree. This degree is known as comparative. In comparative degree we use than and er. So Bhaskar ran. Ran how? Faster. Ran faster than Snehil. Understand? So here we only talk about verb, adverb and adjective. Adds the meaning of verb, adverb and adjective. Ran how? Faster. Anil drives more carefully. Student, you know that when adverbs will be of two syllable or more than two syllable, we will use more and most. More will be used in comparative degree and most will be used in superlative degree. So here you are getting Anil drives more carefully than Robert. Understand? We are using the word more because two syllable adverb is here. Carefully. More than two or two syllable we use what? More and most. Here we are getting this degree. This is known as this sentence. Two sentences are in comparative degree. Understand? Comparative. When the comparison of two. When there will be comparison of two, we will use comparative degree. Binay works the hardest in the office. Means that Binay works the hardest. We will use est. Understand? In adverb, because when there will be comparison more than three, we will use the superlative degree, and with superlative degree we will use the before superlative degree. Most adverbs take more and most. Understand? Here you are getting neatly, skillfully. More than two syllable and more than two syllable will be used with more and most. Neatly, more neatly, most neatly, skillfully, more skillfully, most skillfully. One syllable adverbs fast, hard, late, soon, long, etc. take er and est. These are one syllable adverbs. So hard, harder, hardest, soon, sooner, soonest, long, longer, longest. Most of them are used also as an adjective in a sentence, as an adverb, as an adjective also. Dear student, note that adverb early two syllable word takes er and est. Here we know that two syllable adverbs will take more and most, but here early will take er and takes er and est. Early, earlier, earliest. The adverbs well, badly and far have irregular comparisons. Understand? Irregular comparison means that there is no basic rules here for these. So here you have to learn these: well, better, best, badly, worse, badly, worse, worst. Understand? Far, further, furthest, far, further, furthest. I walked further than you. So here you are getting these words are used here. Here we are getting these two adverbs are modifying the verb walked. Further, furthest, than you. Further and further expresses, further and further, these two words express distance. Afterward, further, furthest, but not further, furthest can express quantity. It can mean more. Understand? So here you are getting the meaning of further and furthest will be more, not further and farther, farthest. We will use here I was ill and could not further work. So here the meaning of the word further is more. Understand? We will not use farther. Position of adverbs. Adverbs of manner are often put after the verb or after the object if there is a one. So we will see the example. After verb we will use adverb of manner, adverbs of manner, or if there will be object after verb, then if there will be object after verb, on that time we will use after object the adverb of manner. So look at the example, she danced beautifully. Here you are getting the adverb beautifully. The verb is danced. Understand? So after the verb we are getting the adverb beautifully. She speaks English well. In this sentence you are getting object. One object is here. If there will be one object, after object we will use adverb of manner. The adverb of manner is well. Understand? Dear students, we will see here position of adverbs. Adverbs are adverbs phrases of time and place are usually put after the object if there is a one. See the example. He has arrived today. After the verb we will use, understand, adverb phrases of time, adverb of time. So here we are getting adverb of time today. Okay, you are getting here after the object if there is one, after verb or after object. Understand? I lived here. I lived here. So you are getting here lived word is what? Verb, and here word is here adverb of place, and today is adverb of time. Understand? So after verb we will use adverb of time or adverb of phrase. But if we are getting object in a sentence, so after object we will put adverb of time or adverb of place. So here yesterday is adverb of time. Understand? I saw him yesterday. Adverb of manner, adverb phrases, adverb phrase of place, adverb phrase of time. This is the usual order of putting adverbs. If adverbs are more than two, so these order will be followed. Understand? Two or more than two. So first see here, after verb we will put adverbs or after objects. So how to put? So you are getting here the verb sang. She sang well, adverb of manner, add the function according to the order manner. Afterward adverb phrase of place, add the function place, and last night, here we get that last night denotes last night denote here adverb of time. Understand? So this is the usual order. Adverbs of frequency are usually placed between the subject and the verb if the verb consists of only one word. Understand? If the verb consists only one word, so we will put adverb of frequency between subject and between verb. So here we are getting adverb of frequency between verb and subject. Understand? If the subject and the verb, if the verb consists of only one word you are getting. In the verb we are getting only one word, so between verb and subject we will put adverb of frequency. If there is more than one word in the verb, adverbs of frequency are placed after the first word. Understand? If you are getting here in the example, you can see our team is subject here, has never been beaten. Our team has never been beaten. So you are getting here the helping verb has. So if you are getting, if there is more than one word in the verb, more word you are getting, one word is here helping verb has. So afterward, if you are getting more than one word in verb, then adverb of frequency are placed after the first word. The first word is there has, helping verb, afterward we will put adverb of frequency. Then been, beaten, been, beaten. Understand? So this is the pattern. If you are getting helping verb, after helping verb we will put adverb of frequency, afterward main verb will be. Understand? Dear student, come here. But if the verb is am, is, are, was, were, these adverbs are placed after the verb. Understand? So he is always busy. So adverb of frequency will be used after is, am, are, was, were. Understand? The following adverbs have the same position as adverbs of frequency: just, neatly, almost, already, quite, rather, still, also. These adverbs will be put same as adverbs of frequency. These adverbs will be placed same as adverbs of frequency. So look at the example. I already, we are getting already, no. So according to it, that if there will be one verb, there will be one verb between subject and verb, so it will be placed between the verb and subject. Understand? If we get helping verb, so after helping verb we will use adverb of these adverbs, just like adverbs of frequency. He has just gone out. Has, we are getting here helping verb, gone is main verb, so between main verb and helping verb we will use these adverbs. When an adverb modifies an adjective or another adverb, the adverb usually comes before it. When an adverb modifies an adjective or another adverb, the adverb usually comes before it. We can see the example. Gopal is rather dull. Here we are getting the word dull. Dull is an what? Who is dull? Gopal. So here dull word is adjective, as an adjective, and rather is a adverb. Rather is modifying the adjective dull. He answered the questions quite well. Well is here adverb, and the word quite adverb. Quite is also adverb. Quite adverb is modifying the word will. Understand? So you have known it that it will modify noun, modify adverb and adjective, and when adverb will modify another adverb and another adjective, it will come before adverb and adjective. But enough, the word enough is always placed after the adjective or adverb which it modifies. But the word enough will come. Enough is always placed after the adjective or adverb which it modifies. So we will see here the tea is not hot. Enough. After the word hot adjective we are using enough. Understand? She did not work quite quickly. Enough. The adverb is quickly. After adverb we are using the word enough. Understand? So after adjective we will use word enough. After adverb we will use the word enough when it will modify. So I hope that you have understood all this clearly. Thanks for watching the video.